Hello and welcome to Sharks Ice in San Jose. We are here for the 7th annual Silver Stick U.S. Pacific District Regional Tournament. I'm Sean Murphy, excited to bring you this Pee Wee A matchup with the visiting Tacoma Rockets and the home team in this one, the San Jose Junior Sharks. Well, Tacoma is 1-0 coming into this one with 2 points on the board. They had a 4-1 win over Capital, the Capital team the other day, and the 1 point that was earned by the Junior Sharks in their only game came via a 2-2 tie against Vacaville. So both of these teams are looking to continue a pretty good stretch of play here early on. We've got in the net for Tacoma, you got number 1, Nick Gill, in there as the starting goalie. As we're getting set to go here, we'll strain the eyes to see who's in the net at the other side. Actually, Junior Sharks haven't put a goalie out there just yet. So this one should be exciting. It is the second game for both teams. They both at least earned points in their first game. So this should be a pretty action-packed game here early on. Tacoma and San Jose. And headed into the net for the Junior Sharks is Chris DeSimone. So we are set to go and underway with this Pee Wee A matchup. Second game of the day here from Sharks Ice in San Jose. There's the face-off, and we are underway. Junior Sharks get control here early on. Now it's poked out to center ice. Giving chase is Tacoma. Quick 2-on-0 developing, and a backhand attempt somehow steered wide. That was number 4, Kenny Gill. Nick Gill's in the net as goalie. Kenny Gill just about turned that to the backhand for an early even strength goal. But now back the other way come the Junior Sharks, wasting no time. And a good job there on Goff, who was trying to turn it for a shot. He had it poked away, and with 12:15 to go, we are underway. Underway here in period number 1. And there's a whistle with 11:56 to go. It's moderately humorous. For once, the scoreboard and our scoreboard aren't the same. That's the first time I've seen that in 3 days. Interesting. Face-off just outside the Tacoma end. Sent in wide. And behind the net, Tacoma regrouping and trying to get it out of the zone here. Even strength hockey early on. 11:40 to go in period number 1. Pee Wee A matchup. Tacoma's 1-0. Sharks are 0-1 with that tie yesterday. And that's both teams' second game for them. There's a nifty little move there to send it back to the top of the circle. Roseberry sent it in behind the net. They've got some traffic in front, but they couldn't get it to a bean. And a dangerous play there. So that DeSimone kind of nonchalantly sent it to a defender, and it almost ended up on the stick of a Tacoma player to shoot at an empty net. Just over 2 minutes into this one. Face-off is in behind the net. Junior Sharks trying to get out of their own end here. Having some trouble. It's loose on the doorstep for a moment. Trying to turn and fire a shot, and it goes wide. Still loose behind the net. No shots yet. And that one was sent right to the middle and knocked away. Junior Sharks bring it back the other way. Vogel with it. He sends it wide into the corner. And a nice move there to push it out to center ice. A 3-on-2 had started to develop. Now back the other way. Andrade had it, lost it, and it goes dangerously through the crease, but ends up on the tape of a Junior Shark, and they clear it down. And that one held for a face-off. Nick Gill in the net. 9:58 to go in the first, no score, just underway here. Face-off, one clean by the Junior Sharks. Jones going behind the net for it. Sends it along the far side. They can't keep the hot potato in, and it's going to be an offside. Just slipped out of the zone. And the face-off, it's loose at center ice. Here comes a possible 2-on-1 developing. To the forehand, it hits the side of the net. That was shot in by Holmes, number 15. He had some help in the middle there with Kenny Gill, but chose to shoot himself and was unable to get it in at a bit of an odd angle. 9:15 to go in the period. It's loose along the boards here. Jones trying to get control. That one goes in behind the net. 8:52 to go. Jammed up there along the far side boards. Good job to somehow keep that in the zone. The Junior Sharks doing a good job battling with Goff there. Ehrenberg's there as well, and Goff again keeps it in. Tacoma having trouble getting it out of the zone right now, and now it goes to center ice. And Kenny Gill back in the zone, but ends up offside. 8:12 to go here in the opening period. Sent in deep. Along the near side, out to center ice. And that one trickles into the Junior Sharks end. Now it's out to center ice. Nifty little stick handling move there by Chow. Chow still with it, hounded by two Tacoma players. Gets it all the way out on the doorstep, shot in, save made. The rebound is in the net. And number 20 is going to get that goal, I believe, and that's Starbeck. That all started with Chow's relentlessness on the far boards. He was hounded by two players, still managed to get it out front and put one on net to start that, and then the rebound was cleaned up, and it's 1-0 Junior Sharks. The Rockets in an early hole here. Starbeck from Chow and Rieger. 7:05 to go in the first period. The Rockets having a tough time getting out of their own zone all of a sudden. The Junior Sharks keeping the pressure on, and that one dangerously through the middle. That puck goes into the zone. And back comes Tacoma the other way. A 3-on-5 right now. And the Junior Sharks get it out to center ice. That'll trickle over the blue line and deep into the Rockets' end. Fanning on a clearance attempt. It ends up at the side of the net. Dangerous there. Good job by Gill to stay with that puck. And that one takes 2 redirections and goes up high, and that one deflected wide of the net. A lot of traffic in front. Every shot from distance has taken 1 or 2 deflections before it gets in, which is a nightmare for a goalie. There's a wrister wide by Jones. It goes in behind the net, poked out front. That shot hits a skate, goes in the corner. 5:35 to go, first period. Good action here early in this Pee Wee A game. And now a 2-on-1, there's a goal. A beautiful wrister from a bit of a difficult angle. I believe Austin Billings is going to get that one and make it 2-0 early on. We're at the 5:28 mark of period number 1. So 2-0 early on in this one. Waiting on the official confirmation on who got the tally, but most likely will be Billings. Face-off won again by the Junior Sharks. Billings from Kane. And we are at a 2-0 score line. And here comes a chance. Gill is streaking. It's a 3-on-1. Gill on the wing. That shot save made. Gill couldn't get the rebound on net. And somehow that's not a goal. Rockets had a 3-on-1. It was textbook. Wait till they commit to you. They never commit. You shoot, and rebound is there for a bunch of teammates, which is what happened. But Gill couldn't get the tape on it. And it's still 2-0 Junior Sharks. One thing I've noticed early on, the Rockets really good at countering. They've had a couple odd man rushes down the other way off turnovers, but they do trail 2-0. And there's another wrister. That's wide of the net into the corner. Chow is back out there. He's the reason that first goal happened with his relentlessness. And the Rockets get it out to center ice, giving chase now. And unable to come up with that one was Van Halder. Van Halder going after it again. Just over the blue line. 4 minutes to go. Chow with it. And we've got a penalty coming, and it is a slashing call with 3:51 to go. So a 2-0 lead in a power play. Van Halder in the box for slashing. The Junior Sharks going to try to add to this 2-goal lead. But a good face-off win, and the Rockets have the early pressure in a shorthanded situation. But now the Junior Sharks get up around center ice. Backhanded in wide. DeSimone thought about going after it for a moment, then decided to just leave it. And back they come the other way. Puck brought into the zone, now backhanded out to center. Rockets gave up 2 goals and fell behind early here. There's a whistle. And a bit of a skate by the goalie there. Face-off goes into the corner. 1:10 to go on the Junior Sharks power play. We're at the 3-minute mark. Left in period 1. Gill loses an edge, and there's a reason. Oh, and that one nearly goes in the net. It's going to be a trip. And that was awfully close to drifting in. A very nonchalant effort there. That was bizarre in clearing that one out. Cromlow is going to the box for that penalty. So we are at 4-on-4 now for about 55 seconds. Good clean face-off win. Shot ricochets into the corner off of Travis's stick. So the Rockets will get a power play. It should be just over a minute, but they've got to get through this 4-on-4 stretch first. 2:26 to go in the first period. Early 2-goal hole for the Rockets. Got a 4-1 win the other day. Puck out. Neutral ice near center ice. That's going to be no icing. They wave it off. And a nice pickpocket move there. Sent in front, trying to get a bunch of power on a wrister was Bucci, but he couldn't shoot it in. And now a 2-on-1 developing the other way. Trying to steer that one in unsuccessfully was Laubach. And there's a whistle with 52 seconds to go in the power play for the Rockets. 1:38 in the period. 2-0 Junior Sharks. Face off deep in the Rockets' end. Face-off is won cleanly by the Rockets. Into the zone goes Gill. He tried to turn to the forehand, and it was poked away into the corner. Backhanded towards the front of the net, got caught up in skates, never made it out there. But it's back in the corner. Little wrister there is steered into the corner. Holmes had it. Holmes again, save made. It's loose, and there's a goal. It was loose. And it's in the net. Langmack might have got that rebound. You got to credit Holmes. He was relentless. He wasn't going to stop shooting. And finally, he got one that actually made it on net, and it spilled a rebound on the far side, and it's 2-1. And that's a big goal, and it's a power play goal, and much needed. Power play goal, actually it's Bullock from Holmes. So Bullock with the goal. But the Sharks do still have that 2-1 lead because of their early offense. Chow sends it in the zone. 30 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Puck back in the zone. Gill with it. In front again. There's another goal. It was loose. They did not give up on the play. And the goalie was down. DeSimone was down. And that's just flipped high side. And boy, did that not take long to get 2 goals back on the board and tie this one up. That was Holmes who got the assist on the last. And it's 2-2 just like that. Boy, talk about lightning striking quickly. The Rockets really sending a message there. They scored with 1:10 to go, and they score with under 30 seconds to go. And we have hit the end of the first period in emphatic fashion with the 2 goals in a row by the Rockets, and we're at a 2-2 score all of a sudden. Yeah, it was 1-0 at the 7:20 mark, and that was because Starbeck got a goal for the Junior Sharks. Then they got another one when number 82, Billings, scored to make it 2-0. So it's 2-0, things not looking so great, but with 1:10 to go in the period, the power play goal from Bullock, and literally just about 57 seconds later, Holmes puts one in the back of the net, and we are now 2-2 as we hit the second period. You're watching the 7th Annual Silver Stick U.S. Pacific District Regional Tournament presented by Black Dog Enterprises. Black Dog Enterprises is your premier source for multimedia production. From the coverage of live sporting events to the production of recruiting and highlight DVDs for aspiring athletes, we do it all. Visit blackdogenterprises.org for more information. Switching up the sides. Tacoma going left to right. Junior Sharks right to left. We are underway in the second in a 2-2 game. That one is wristed into the zone. Boy, how quickly things changed in that period. That was unbelievable. It was 2-0 complete control for the Junior Sharks. They found themselves in a span of 57 seconds looking at a 2-2 scoreline after 1. And we've got a whistle and a face-off with 12:28 to go in the second. Rocket coach discussing things with the referee. Jones has it on the near side. It pops straight up in the air. Now it's brought out to center ice. 12:06 to go in the second. 2-2 score. Dangerous pass across the slot area. Jones with it. Player lost a glove and a stick for a moment for the Junior Sharks. Gets it back together here. Rockets having a little trouble getting out of the end, and now they're going to have not only a chance to get it out, but a chance to maybe get something going here. Holmes with it. Sends it in the circle to Gill. Gill now with it. He loses it behind the net, off to actually the side of the Junior Sharks goal. Now behind the net, Gill. Looking for help. He's got Holmes, who can't corral it with the stick. Jones just flicks it out, but that's going to be iced. And an icing with 11:18 to go. 11:18 left here in period number 2. A back and forth affair. The Tacoma Rockets with a 4-1 win yesterday. They're 2 points on the board early in this tournament, and Junior Sharks had a tie against Vacaville. It was a 2-2 variety, so they also have a point early on. These two are in the same division of the Pee Wee A in this tournament, but the 2-2 tie for the Junior Sharks came to a non-division opponent. There's a nifty stick move. Shot, save made, covered up. Wow. Gill with the save. A very nifty shot, though. I believe Laubach had the shot, and there's a whistle and a face-off. Yeah, Laubach really got a lot on that shot. 10:55 to go. Out to the blue line near center ice. Nifty job to pick it and cleanly get in, and there's a goal. That should be the unassisted variety. A very nifty move there, and it's Van Halder. And it's 3-2. He kind of did a nifty move to just get it over the blue line onside. And then once he turned it to shoot, he actually went high. DeSimone thought he was going low. He went high, and it just roofed it. Top shelf, 3-2, 3 unanswered goals by the Rockets. How quickly things can change. And we've got quite the matchup on our hands now with 10:25 to go in the second. That was a wraparound that ended up in front. There's a takeaway. Gill lost it. That one poked out of the zone. Cromlow had it and sent it down. There's a backhand centering feed, but hit a couple skates, ended up in the near corner. Now it's popped up and out to center ice. Holmes and Gill coming in 2-on-2. Good job there by Cromlow to break that play up for the Junior Sharks. Now they come back the other way. Oh, a 3-on-1 developing. Goes to the wing, back in the middle. Shot, save. It's loose in front for a moment. And now Holmes might have a breakaway the other way. Holmes streaking down, defender coming on the ice late. Save made low. It's loose. And corralled by a Junior Sharks player. Very awesome end-to-end action there with 2 great scoring chances on both sides. Neither one able to find the back of the net and light the lamp, but it's 3-2 Rockets still. 8:45 to go here in the second. Vogel with it. He's going to hit the blue line and bring it in. Stops up top of the circle. Oh, a beautiful feed in front. Can't initially get the shot off, which slowed that play down. Knight, if he could have got that initial shot, it might have been a bit more effective. He did get one on net, though, and a nice save there by Gill, but most of the crisis on that one was averted with the mishandle on the initial feed. 8:05 to go. Cromlow keeps it in the zone. It's in the circle. Fanned on a backhand attempt there. Now it goes in behind the net and around. Knight whips it around the near side. No one there. Cromlow keeps it in momentarily. Now the Rockets get it out. Bumped along the boards there. And going down in a heap was the Rocket player after clearing that one down. It's loose in the crease up at the blue line now. Rister takes a deflection. Gill chases in the corner. Oh, and Gill with a nice feed out front, and Travis couldn't get anything on the shot. It was deflected away from him, and with 7 minutes to go, 6:59. 7 on this, 6:59 on that to go with an icing. So the face-off coming back in. Face-off cleanly won. Oh, wow, that shot took a deflection and nearly caught the goalie off guard. And that one whips across the goal mouth so hard that it ends up at center ice. On a nice stick handling move by the Rockets there, and Holmes giving chase. Stops up in the circle. Now back the other way, 2-on-2. 2-on-2 into the zone. Kane in the middle. It goes around wide. Kept in, and there goes Junior Shark to the ice with 6:05 to go. Nifty move by Gill. He goes down in a heap. Holmes had it. He goes down. And now Jones sends it out to center ice with 6 minutes to go in the second. Face and still loose. Now out to the blue line and center ice. Giving chase on the wing. Goff sends it in front. Not an on-target shot, but a shot nonetheless. That one backhanded in front. It's loose. Can't squeeze it home. Goff tried to jam at it, but good job there in net by Gill. There's a wrister off a skate into the near corner. Good hustle right now out there. And Pitzer fighting for the puck there along the near side. Goes in behind. Finally out to center ice with 4:50 to go. Now poked near the zone. And it's going to be a delayed call and a penalty coming up against the Junior Sharks. So Tacoma already with 3 unanswered goals, now going on the power play to try to add to it. High sticking on Roseberry with 4:32 to go in the second period. This is a big moment in this game considering the momentum swing already in progress that could get even worse with a power play goal. But a kill here could get some confidence going for the Junior Sharks, and maybe even a shorthander really switching things around. There's a glove save and held by DeSimone. Holmes with it. The corner, they get it to the blue line. Wind up and a wrister. It never made it on net, ends up in the corner. Gill with it. Gill looking for some help. He's got Hendrickson at the far blue line. That one partially fanned, but ends up with Gill. Save made into the corner. What a save. DeSimone with a beautiful save, and with 3:50 to go, that's cleared down. By the time they get settled here and bring it back in the zone, it should be around 110 or a little less than that on the power play, and they actually can't get in with the head of steam, and behind the net, Rieger's got it, and he clears it, pops it up and over to center ice. 55 seconds remaining in the Rockets' power play. They do have the 3-2 lead, 3 unanswered goals. Save made with the glove and held. Beautifully done, and DeSimone's been very effective in the net so far. Big face-off here. One by no one in particular ends up going to the blue line to the Rockets, who keep it in the zone and have a chance now, trying to squeeze one out front. There's a wrister on the ice, wide. In behind, it's loose in front on the doorstep for a moment. Good job here late in the power play by the Rockets, keeping it in. And there's a whistle. Looks like an interference maybe. I'm not sure. It looks like we're going back to 4-on-4 here with possibly an interference. Caleb Travis in the box for interference. And in 15 seconds, the Junior Sharks are going to have a power play of about 1 minute and 45 seconds. And the power play is officially on. And the Junior Sharks are going to try to tie this one up here at the very end of the second. Sent through the crease, no one there, and it's on the near side in the circle. Rockets trying to get out of this unscathed with the lead. It's along the boards. There's a shot wide of the net. Sent around, it's loose in the far circle. And that one goes in awkwardly, ends up steering it aside there. And that's going all the way down with 35 seconds remaining on the power play. 1:20 in the second period. Still 3-2 in favor of the Rockets. Player goes down, all 4 Rockets players in tight space there in front of the net. And that one gets free, and it's loose, and there's a backhander, and we're all tied up. And a nifty goal, and half the team falls down in the celebration. You got to love that. And Laubach is the goal scorer that ties this one up. And we are all tied at 3. With a minute on the dot left in the period. It's a power play goal. Laubach from Goff. .45 seconds to go, and that pass found no one in particular. And it's steered into the corner. 3 apiece with 34 seconds remaining in the period. Now it's into the end, and now Gill is going to try to take it in 1-on-3. Can't do it with 15 seconds left. It's sitting around center ice. Will somebody get one last surge in here, or are we just going to hit the period 3-all? Looks like a 3-3 tie as we head to the final 13 minutes of this one after the intermission. So 3 apiece. Very entertaining game. First 2 goals, Junior Sharks. Tacoma tied it in less than a minute at the end of the first. Got the only goal, what appeared to be the only goal of the second, until the 1 minute to go mark on the power play, tying it up. And that's where we stand with 13 minutes left. Well, Black Dog Enterprises would like to take this opportunity to thank their sponsor, or partner, Time to Score Incorporated, for providing the data necessary to provide the dynamic scoreboard module that's up in the top left corner of your screen. The Time to Score software system, which simultaneously controls the score clock and stores statistical information, can easily be integrated at any facility. All you have to do is visit www.timetoscore.com for more information. And that buzzer means we hit the final period at 3 apiece. Honestly, I have no idea which way this will go. Both teams have had several good opportunities and capitalized on quite a few. So it'll just be very interesting to see how the skating legs go here in the third and who, if anyone, gets the aid of a power play that might switch things around. But we are underway here in the third. Junior Sharks left to right. Rockets going right to left, and as I made that comment, there's a delayed penalty coming up. And they're discussing it. 12:32 to go. And a power play for the Junior Sharks here. Bucci's going in the box. And still discussing what the call is. It's a holding call. So 2 minutes for holding with 12:32 to go. And in this deadlocked third period, the Junior Sharks get the first break. Can they capitalize on it? Oh, a double minor and a roughing call on Travis. So double minor here. 5-on-3 advantage for 2 minutes. A holding and a roughing. So the holding call was first, the roughing came second, and it's 5-on-3 for 2 full minutes. And a big moment in this hockey game at 3-3 on the scoreboard. And this would be an enormous boost for the Rockets if they could kill off a 5-on-3 two-man advantage. We'll just have to see how this develops. Now it's brought into the zone, taken away, not out. And Cooper now brings it into the circle, looking out front. Good job on the stop there and cleared down the ice. Holmes got a hold of that one. Actually, that was Cole Best that cleared that one out. 1:16 to go. And they keep it in for now. With the 2-man advantage, they have yet to get a shot on goal. And we're down to a minute left on it. Trying to get control and clear it out. And that one is out to center ice. Great job early on the kill here for the Rockets. 50 seconds to go in the two-man advantage. Kane on the other side. Stops up. He's got some help. The fifth player is on the ice at the blue line. And it's out over the line. And there's a whistle and a penalty coming up. So it's still going to be a 4-on-3 for another 25 seconds, but then the Rockets are going to have a power play from there. And it's a trip on Cooper. It's getting a little chippy here in the third, in a 3-3 game. Four-on-3 should be a whole lot of open ice here for the next 25 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody end up with a golden chance either way. There's a whistle. 10:53 to go in the hockey game. It's 3-3 on the scoreboard. 4-on-3 at the moment. But the 4-on-3 will turn into a 5-on-4 the other way in 21 seconds when two players jump out of the box. And that one cleared down, and the Rockets are getting awfully close to their power play now. With just 10 seconds remaining on the Junior Sharks' 4-on-3 advantage. They still have it. There's a chance. Chow, oh, and he hit the bar. Chow hit the crossbar, and now a minute 30 of power play hockey is underway for the Rockets. Wow, that was close. Nifty stick move, had the goalie beat, and hit the post. And now a minute 25 for the Junior Sharks to kill here with 10:18 to go in the game. And they get control of the puck behind the net. There's a backhand feed right through the crease. Gill was there, could not slow it down and put it in. And it's cleared down the ice by the Junior Sharks with a minute to go. Minute left on the power play. It's been a bizarre 2.5 minutes, or 3 minutes at this point. Now Gill's going to bring it up. Shot save made up high. That one kind of handcuffed the goalie there. That shot save made, covered. The Junior Sharks had changed goalies at the end of the period. Didn't notice that because they really haven't faced a shot yet until that flurry. Trevor Waster in the net. Wachter in the net for the Junior Sharks. He replaces DeSimone, who gave up 3 goals. Still Nick Gill in the net for the Rockets. 26 seconds left on the power play for the Rockets. Face-off won by the Rockets, trying to send a shot in. It was deflected and stopped by the Junior Sharks, who get it out of the zone with 14 to go. Boy, the power plays have been incredibly ineffective here in this third period. The Junior Sharks had a 2-minute two-man advantage, but they committed a penalty with about 25 seconds left on it. So it ended up being a 4-on-3 for 25 seconds, but they got nothing on it, and it looks like the Rockets on the overlapping power play on the other end weren't going to be able to get anything in. Face-off sent down into the zone. We're back to even strength hockey with 8:50 to go. 8:50 to go in a 3-3 tie. Junior Sharks already have a 2-2 tie on the board against Vacaville. And that one stays in the zone. Backhander into the middle. It gets loose. A trip, a shot from the ice. Save made, whistle blows. Holmes really got in a interesting, awkward shot. I don't know how he managed to get that on net, but he did. But then Junior Sharks touched up, and that's the penalty. So another power play. Ehrenberg in the box for tripping with 8:20 to go. Face-off, one clean by Holmes into the corner. Looking for some help. Sent along the ice. Whips it around, and now it's punched back out to center ice. So with 1:38 to go in the Rockets penalty, or power play, excuse me, no one's been able to change this score line. It was 3-3 coming in. It's still 3-3 despite a flurry of penalties on both sides early on in this final frame. There's still plenty of time on this power play. Holmes with it. Bucci in the middle. He sends it over on the wing. There's a wrist shot, steered wide off of the tape of Cole Best. It goes in the corner. Now bringing it out. Best tried to squeeze one short side. It's steered into the corner, either off the side of the net or the arm pad. Couldn't tell from this angle. Sitting there loose for a moment. And there's a goal. Shot in low by Cole Best. And I don't know if that took a deflection, but I think if it did, I don't think it was a Tacoma player, so it should be Cole Best's goal no matter what. And it's a power play goal at that, and it's now a 4-3 game. So we'll have to see the face-off, one clean by the Junior Sharks, and here they come. It is Cole Best, power play goal unassisted, which means that was deflected by someone that wasn't his teammate. So 4-3 Rockets. It's been a seesaw affair from the get-go. Junior Sharks scored first and second. Gave up two late goals in the first to tie it up at 2. Then fell behind 3-2, but tied it up late in the second. And that was our first tally here of the third. And that one banked out, and here comes a breakaway chance for Gill. Goes short side, save made, upper body, and held by Waiter. And a penalty coming. And another penalty on the Junior Sharks here. So the Rockets could add to the lead. It's Kane for high sticking at 6:53. Face-off one clean by the Junior Sharks, who are trying to kill off another penalty. They were doing a pretty good job on the last one, and then Cole Best got the best of them with the low wrister from the curling circle right in the middle of the ice. Now the Rockets trying to add to the lead, and there's a shot up high. It pops up over the top of the net. Backhanded along the far side and still in the zone. Remarkably, that is kept in. A bit of a battle off to the side of the net. Shot from an odd angle there. There's a whistle, and the puck's covered up for a face-off. 6:04 to go in the game. That one whistled in wide of the net. Sent around the far boards, but not going to be out. So the Rockets keeping the power play pressure on. That puck hopped in. Wasn't covered initially, which made for an interesting 3 seconds as both teams tried to locate that loose puck. Still 55 on the power play. 5:48 to go in the game. Sent along the boards. Redirected out front, and it goes into the corner. Now it's cleared out with 40 seconds to go in the power play. They're going to have to go all the way down. Chow giving chase to make it a little difficult to bring it out. Chow came oh so close to leading this 4-3 the other way when his nifty move and shot hit the crossbar, the right crossbar, and prevented them to have a 4-3 lead. Now the Rockets are the ones with that advantage. And he sends one in wide, shorthanded, but that has essentially killed off this power play now with just 3 seconds to go. They may get over the line on the power play, but now we're back to full strength. That one pops up in the air off a skate. 4:45 to go in the game. Even strength hockey, 1-goal game. Santa Clara Blackhawks in the Pee Wee A division are looking on, watching this. They're on the ice next. And that one fired up. That's going to be an icing with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the hockey game. And the Rockets will have a deep zone face-off at the Junior Shark end. Very back and forth affair. Starbeck and Billings scored early to make it 2-0. And Bullock on the power play, and Holmes 57 seconds later tied it after 1. And here's a breakaway chance with 3-on-3 is what it ended up being. Puck was loose for a moment. Now there's a whistle. Players going flying in all directions. Cooper ended up on top of the goalie. But it was 2-2 after 1. And matching minors are most likely coming up here. No. It's the Van Halder roughing, and he went in the box earlier, and there was a power play goal for the Junior Sharks, the only power play goal they have. Laubach's goal was on a Halder penalty, which tied it at 3 late in the second. So this is a big moment with 3:57 to go and a 2-minute power play. This could get this thing tied up. Puck is loose. Rockets can clear it if they can just get a hold of it. It's loose in front, just sitting there in the crease, and there are bodies everywhere right now. What's this going to be? Oh, and a big change up here. Bullock is going off. And we have a timeout with just over 3.5 to go. It's bizarre. They were already on the power play, and then there was another penalty, but then the scoreboard all of a sudden took away the first penalty. It's no longer on there, but there are 2 players in the box, so it'll be interesting. So there were matching minors earlier. That's what happened. Matching minors about 30 seconds ago. So this is officially now a power play. 5-on-4. 2 minutes on the power play clock. 3:34 in the game. Junior Sharks need 1 to tie this up. And they've got the extra skater on to have a chance to do it with this power play. Let's see if they can. Stolen away by Gill, and he takes it in shorthanded, shoots it in wide. Goes behind the net, but he's killing valuable time off the game clock as well with that shorthanded effort. That was a dangerously fed pass there. Over the line, Chow, free, shot, whistle. And a good save on that one. Abeen was spilled there in front. Actually dove to try to poke it in, too. So Chow in the face-off circle against Holmes. Chow ends up with it behind the net, looking out front. He's got help out there. He looking for it, and he banks it up the ice where nobody was. And they've got to regroup now. 2:35 in the game. 1 minute even to go on the power play. Abeen with it, gets into the zone. He's got some help, streaking in front. Laubach couldn't get a piece of it. There it's loose in front. Save made with the leg pad by Gill. Roseberry now with it. Goes behind the net with 35 on the power play. Shot in, hits bodies, doesn't make it on net. Chow keeps it in the zone. Intensity picking up, just 25 on the power play. It's loose. Laubach, save made. Loose in the middle now. Steered wide. Now it's out to center ice with 15 on the power play and 1:45 in the game. Junior Sharks have time for one more rush here on the power play, and that should do it, and it will. So we're even strength again with 1:30 to go in the hockey game. 4-3 Rockets as we get awfully close to the end here. Face off. In the corner, Cooper goes down. Couple players there. Minute 5, it's behind the Rockets' net, and a battle ensues for the puck. And that's cleared down the ice. It should be an icing, maybe not. No. Sent in front, steered wide of the net. A one-timer went wide, and with 44 seconds to go, Junior Sharks bring it back down a goal. It's 4-3 Rockets late. Couple Junior Sharks run into each other, and the Rockets with 30 seconds to go just trying to hang on now. Off the tape of Cooper, goes back to neutral ice. Now it's around center ice with 20 to go. Cooper 1-on-4 at the moment. They just got to get it in the zone and try to get anything they can. With 5 to go. Kane down there battling for the puck. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it. A very exciting finish and some pushing and shoving after the whistle, but it's over, and it's a 4-3 victory for the Tacoma Rockets, and there's a player injured after the play ended. So the Junior Sharks are now 0-1-1 with their tie yesterday and the 4-3 loss here, and there is an injury, but the game was over. And the 2-0 Rockets now have 4 points on the board after their win over the Capital Thunder yesterday, 4-1, and a 4-3 win here. What a game this turned out to be. I'd like to thank you for watching this Black Dog Enterprises production of the 7th annual Silver Stick U.S. Pacific District Regional Tournament. Once again, the final score from this one, the visiting Tacoma Rockets 4, San Jose Junior Sharks 3. It was a very thrilling game, and it ends up a 2-0 start for the Rockets, 0-1-1 start for the Junior Sharks. Thanks for joining us.